Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome tonight. And Sim, thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. Shout out to the people that spoke on this video because they absolutely said the right thing. And everything they said is what that is going on at this point in time. And this video is very clear as crystal. If you know what I am saying, you and I know that triple K is a thing, right? And these people, they have refused to identify them or designate them as terror and risk group, right? Now let me make this thing, and you all remember that your president, when he immediately he became the president, he pardoned the people this on this January 6th protesters, and majority of them are actually in the world. Like what I mean is said in the world, they are no longer in prison where they were supposed to be. And some of them are vying for position. I know one in Texas. So if you see people that look like that, vote them all out because they are part of the problem, right? Now, they are not saying all these people are the problem, but you are the problem. And the people of color are the problem. I know I am not speaking for people of color, right? Because they know they did themselves dirty. The lynch mobs and all that, they are not terror and risk group. But people that look like me cannot move around freely because you all know what will happen. Let's get into this.
My fellow Americans, this is just your daily gentle reminder that in this country, the KKK, yes, those people, the hood-wearing, cross-burning, lynch-mobbing, bomb-dropping terrorist organization KKK has never been officially designated as a terrorist organization, not once, not ever. Meanwhile, this administration is out here slapping terrorist labels on Trenda Agua and MS-13 like it's some kind of racist game of Pokemon Go. And that's not even the wildest part, y'all. The wildest part is that statistically speaking, you and I are more likely to be taken out by some white dude in tactical cosplay slinging his fifth AR-15 that he got at Bass Pro legally than any tatted up Latino named Kilmar Borrego Garcia minding his damn business. But sure, let's keep pretending that the real threat is coming across the border when in actuality, it's already living in a suburb near you, being radicalized on True Social and X and being protected by a Congress that is too deep in NRA blood money to even whisper words like gun reform or mental health they claim that these white boys are suffering from, even after they have bullet-ridden a classroom full of innocent fucking children. Because that seems to be going and working out just fine. Have the day you voted for, everybody. Didn't mean for it to go like that.
So now America gives a fuck about gang members as if they're actually, real fucking threats to democracy, calling them terrorist groups and things of that nature. Okay. So here's my line in the sand. Whether it's congressional elections next year or the presidential elections of 2028, here's where I stand. This is where I'm making my stand, and I will not move off of it. No candidate is getting any sort of endorsement from me. No candidate is getting any sort of support from me, and that includes financial, until America commits to getting rid of white supremacy in America. The silence isn't for me, it's for them. I mean every single word that I'm saying. Until the Klan is treated like domestic terrorists and then wiped out, the National Front, the fucking Patriot Front, all of these fucking white supremacist groups, you will not get a single dime from me until I get a commitment that we will stamp out white supremacy in this country. Make no fucking mistake about it. At no point in United States history has any gang from a marginalized community done half the fucking damage that white supremacist groups have done here in America. None. the cost of white supremacist rage on the rest of us totals in the billions of dollars a year. Billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. Why is the KKK not considered a domestic terrorist group and wiped off the face of America? Oh, well, they have connections within the police department and politics. Then get them up out of here. Use that considerable Justice Department that routinely can find time to get rid of black and Mexican gangs, can throw RICO charges at everybody that's black and brown and Italian, but they have yet to do it to white supremacist groups. I want a commitment before you will see a dime from me. That's what I want. Since now tattoos supposedly are enough reason to deport people, then white supremacists, when you see their tattoos, they need to be put in prison. Guantanamo Bay is still open. If we gonna go there, then let's go all the way there. The Trump administration has set up a precedent, so I think we should follow it. I think we should get rid of America's oldest terrorist group. And I'm talking fuck confidential informants. I'm talking about burying their ass in jail. Burying them. Burying them. All them Patriot Front motherfuckers with the goddamn mask on, the moment they did a sig heil, they should have been sig the fuck out of here. Time for you to sig your bitch ass to jail. Sig your ass over there. Sig over there. Oh, I'm sorry. Can we not do that? Some people might get labeled, huh? Ooh, now you give a fuck. Now you give a fuck. Mm-mm. No. No. If this is the hill we're gonna die on, then we all gonna die. We all gonna die. If you can bring up a Lincoln Riley, I can bring up an entire Black Wall Street. If we put motherfuckers in jail for affiliations with terrorist groups, the government designates them terrorist groups, then goddamn it, how many times has the Ku Klux Klan been designated as a domestic terrorist group? And all the little offshoots, kids, Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, 3%ers, all of you have motherfuckers in your goddamn groups that identify with white supremacist ideology, so your bitch ass gotta go. How many MS-13 gang members knocked down a federal building? White supremacist group knocked down Oklahoma, the Murrah building in Oklahoma City, remember? That was an act of terrorism. You mean to tell me you only caught 2 guys out of that shit? Nah. Nah, it doesn't look like you were looking hard enough. And if there's anyone within law enforcement that doesn't want to do their job because they have some affiliation with these motherfuckers, your ass going to jail too. What's up on that RICO charge for the motherfucking Patriot Front? Are they not committing a crime? Are they not committing a crime? Well, all they're doing is marching. Really? Really? Marching. Making terroristic threats to Jewish people. Making racist threats to black and brown people. Really? Because the Patriot Front guys look an awful lot like them fucking Blood Red or Blood Moon or Blood Fuck, whatever them goddamn guys are. You know the ones in all the red and black with the salutes? Yeah. Hem them all up. Oh, well, you know, you ain't giving them due process. Do these nuts. Process these bells in your thorax. No. If you want my support, if you want my endorsement, if you want me to even talk to you, then you need to be waking up going, as senator, as congressperson, as president, I vow within my first administration or within my first term to wipe out white supremacist groups in the United States. We will bury them in jail. There's a whole lot of y'all pulling on your collar. I hope that don't happen. Oh no, bitch. No. No. You wanted this. Remember, you done set the rules. Some funky ass tattoos on the knuckles can mean MS-13. Y'all can code MS-13. I know motherfuckers that got white pride on their goddamn knuckles. Bye. Sound like you're part of a gang, buddy. You know there's illegal acts going on in them goddamn gangs. Like, I don't know, almost a whole lot of them enjoy the company of young kids. And I'm sorry, charge all of them with that. You had him in your organization. He was doing this shit, and you gonna tell me you didn't know? Nah, bitch, go to jail. Rico, bitch. Rico. I'm saying this right now. Not one single politician will get my support or my fucking endorsement. I will not be out there ringing any phone or working any phone banks or pulling out any goddamn literature for you if you're not willing to actively get rid of America's biggest scourge, white supremacist groups. Stop hiding them, stop coddling them, and stop making up excuses for them. Because they've done more damage, more terroristic acts than any street gang you can possibly name. They have branches. They have money coming from some fucking place. So if you want me to even listen to you, when I ask you, are you willing to make a commitment to putting white supremacist groups out of business, hunting them down and putting them in prison? If you want my goddamn endorsement, I want a yes to that question. Because other than that, you can kiss my ass. I ain't trying to listen to you.
Now, y'all know I don't normally do this. But this time, I have to make an exception. I've got to give dap. You know what I'm saying? I got to give some serious dap. I got to shout out Frisco police. Yeah, you heard me right. Don't choke. Frisco police this weekend. Oh, y'all deserve it, baby. I'm right there with you on that one. If y'all did not know, there was a White Lives Matter march being led by a gentleman called Jake Lane. Now, earlier today, I was telling you about it, and I called him Jeff, but his name is Jake. Jake is a ex-felon, one of the January 6ers, one of the ones that were caught beating the cops. They got pardoned. He is now running for Congress. You know, felon sees, felon does. Well, as a part of trying to get his name out there and generate a following, he decides that he wants to use Austin McCaff's memory to use as a launching pad for his political career. So he decided to do this White Lives Matter march, right, in Frisco, Texas. And he wanted to use Austin's memory as fuel to pour on flames of the racial tension here. So he has his picture all over his website and, you know, clickbait and all that. So he did this march that failed miserably. It was literally no one was there except for some triple Ks, you know. And he got I guess during the protest, some things popped off. I did see a clip where someone was getting pepper sprayed, but it was white tea on white tea, which was sweet to see. And then I heard the report of how the Frisco police that were over that event was not playing. with them triple Ks today. Oh, they didn't get that treatment that they got, you know, when they went in up in, was it Ohio? They didn't get that treatment, the protection that the police normally provides around them. It wasn't that kind of party over the weekend. They said at one point, one of the cops took a big white tee one down. And when I say he took him down, slamming him to the ground. Get out! You know, that's usually reserved for us. But no, the Frisco police, they weren't having it, baby. They said he took that big white tee and let him in other words, introduced him to the ground in a real way. So I had to come in here and say, I am sitting here to shout y'all out today. You got to give credit where credit is due. Always give credit where credit is due, because it could have easily been the same old. But at least there is a section of people in this country that is, shall I say, at their wits' ends with this foolery as well. And they're showing these big blowhards, this big all bite and all bark, no bite, that it's going to take more than jaw jacking to do what y'all think y'all finna be out here doing. Because if you can't handle being handled by a cop, how you think you're going to be handling people on the street? Y'all better wake up before it's too late. Frisco letting y'all know it ain't going to be that kind of party, baby. It ain't going to be that easy. Why y'all all out here, you know, bragging and boasting, you know, this couch warriors, these couch, you know, street creds. It ain't like what you see in your head. When last time you swung 5-6 times in a row? When last time you had to pick them up and put them down? For real. Y'all need to wake up out this fantasy land that Trump got y'all rolling around here in. And the Frisco Police Department is just one of the ones willing to wake y'all up. Oh, I'm sure some bells went off when he hit that ground. Oh, wait. See, stuff like that I can watch all day. I can watch that all day. It is what it is. But Frisco Police, hopefully your fellow brothers of blue will, let's say, have the same feels y'all having and handle business. And stop allowing these unproven bullies out here to thump their chest as if somebody should need to be shaking in their boots when they walk down the street. When in all reality, all it takes is one good takedown and they done. Frisco Police Department, handle your business. Keep handling your business. And I'm going to keep shouting y'all out. Now that part was great.
This is all I got from this video. I love Bishop Thomas. He says it the way it is. And this is that first lady started it right, actually, because you all know Triple K is a thing. And I keep saying this, and these people are very much worried about the wrong demographics. They should be worried about themselves, but no, of course, they cannot be worried about, because they are scared of you. They are scared of a black man. They are scared of a brown person. So for that reason, they try as much as they can to make sure that you are the problem. Not even making sure that their own people that are the problem are being put where they are supposed to be. It's just like seeing videos of this man pardoning people that were in January protesters that did some horrible things, right? Pardoning them. What does that look to you? What does it look to you? What does it look like? It's him feeling them, because these people will come, like they are, majority of them are out. Some of them, I see them in street, right? Moving around, looking for somebody to deceive that they are coming up for social position in government, Senate, or something like that. If you see people like that, please vote them out, because they do not have any place in that place they are going to. They do not have any place there, right? As we continue, for those that do not understand, I think MAGA should be declared as part of also a high group because that is what they are. The only people that will never see something wrong and say it, you are not, I don't know how to say, but I am trying so hard to like make sure that my words are okay. You know, MAGAs, you all are also part of the problem, sincerely speaking. And if you say they are not part of the problem, you are also the problem. I don't know how to say it, but Americans are worried, so much worried about the wrong people. They should be more worried about themselves. The fact that they see some certain things going on, the mass people that has been happening, and some certain things like, even broad daylight, you see the triple K and all that moving around, and even some Na and Z group, right? You see them with a flag. Why are they marching around? What are they doing? I remember the one that happened. I can't remember the particular state it happened. That black men went into action immediately. Like, we don't want to see, they chase them away. And that is how it should be. That's how it should be. So you all are so worried about the wrong people. And the worst part is that the people that are supposed to join hands with people that look like me and prove to them that they are worried about the wrong people decided to join hands with them to amplify their voices. Sometimes talking about all this politics is kind of confusing because brown people keep confusing themselves. You all keep confusing your enemies. Your enemies. No, you are not confusing your enemies, actually. You are not. Because tell me how you all woke up and say it is these people that we want to align with. Sincerely speaking, I know haters will come for these people for what they said, but everything they said is absolutely 100%. And not until you all start doing the right thing and voting right, you all will never get it right. And this is where I am going to drop my. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.